Hello YouTube, I'm V the Amazing Greek. Welcome to my page. Today we are continuing with our Essential Zombie Gear series, and today we will finally be talking about a subject I know a lot of you are wondering why I've waited so long: guns. Everybody loves guns, unless you're a liberal, but anyway, guns are very important for the zombie apocalypse. We have discussed improvised weapons, crowbars, homemade maces, machetes, tomahawks, things like this, and other gear that we need. Guns give us an advantage in tight situations, high numbers coming at us. It's not a problem really with the mace or with the sword or machete, the slow moving targets. Not too many, maybe 3 to 1 or so. You have that tool advantage, the weapon advantage. You walk into a place, there's 10, 15, it might be time to break out the gun and go ahead and waste a few rounds. I'll show you the guns that I have. It's by no means a collection like some people have, but it's what I have now. Of course, little by little, I build up, get other things that I want. But I will go over this and show you a few things about guns and just give you a little information. First one we're going to talk about is a 22. 22 pistol will do brain damage is what we're looking for. You can get bullets in high velocity, low velocity. I don't know that a low velocity bullet, when it hits the skull, I know it'll go in the skull, but once it hits and slows down, that thing may bounce around in there and just puree that brain. Couple shots with a 22. This is what we're looking at here. For people who don't know, it's almost all things, not all of them, but a weapon, the ammo it takes, like this is a .22, a 22 caliber round. Well, what that is the measurement in decimal, showing the diameter of that round. A .25, which they call a 25 pistol, that would be almost the bullet that shoots out, the lead or the copper that shoots out of the jacket will have that diameter, .25, which is a quarter inch. So a 22 or 22 pistol, this will be just under a quarter inch. So, and also, on all guns, for anyone that doesn't know, say you find a gun, somebody got killed, you find the gun, well, what the hell kind of ammo does that take? On all the ones I have and all guns that I've seen, it is stamped, usually, on the barrel. And this one says .22 long rifle. So that's what this takes. Once you find a gun, if you don't have your own, didn't have time to get one, or were scared until you really need one, that's how you can find out. So that's the kind of bullet it takes. Kind of small, but for what we're looking for, brain damage, it'll work. Now, a weapon like this, which isn't a 6-shooter, this has a magazine. It's a semi-automatic pistol, which means once I load the magazine, which holds 10 rounds, take it off safe, pull the slide back. What that does is it slides around up and gets ready to slide it into the barrel. And what happens, you'll pull back like that, your round is loaded. This one is, I believe, a double action. It has the slide plus the hammer. Once it's all safe, this has a slide safe, so it can't slide back. And this one, particular model, has a safety up here also, so that the hammer cannot engage the back of the round. This one is a Phoenix Arms 22 long rifle pistol. It's fun to shoot. Now, a thing about a pistol like this that isn't a 6-shooter, like everybody's seen in the cowboy movies, Dirty Harry, when this thing fires, this slides back each time. You pull the trigger, it shoots the bullet, it cocks back, loads the next one as it ejects the spent casing. So this part is going to go flying out, this part is going to go out the end of the barrel to hit the target. So, when looking for weapons like this, make sure they feel good in your hand. You don't want to have a massive grip or a paw on you. and this thing catch. So you don't want to fire a weapon that catch. That will hurt like hell. So that's just something to keep in mind. My wife did not know that, and when she showed me how she would hold the gun, I had to explain that to her. That's not how to do it. You'll get hurt real quick. Now this is my other handgun. This one we saw in our LBE demonstration. We were using it in that demo. Now this pistol is a 40 Smith & Wesson. The shell is slightly smaller than a 45. Here's the comparison. Here's what we had for the 22. Here's what we have for the 45. Big difference. A lot more stopping power. This one, it's going to put a hole in the front of the head and a hole in the back for the gray matter to ooze out. Now this one again has a slide. I'm not going to put the magazine in because it does have rounds in it, but you click your magazine up, you hear it click, slide the slide back. Now see, this one has a good positive stop here, and has dual safe. It has the single safety, and I don't have to have the magazine in it to cock it back and check it. There, I know the weapon's clear right there. I can clean it, do what I need to. From here I can put a magazine, cocked, ready to go. I can start firing away. This is a high point 40 Smith & Wesson. It's a model JCP. This is an awesome firearm. The rear sights on this are adjustable height and sideways. Comes with the tools and everything to do that. This is an awesome weapon. This one has a laser sight. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Alright. It serves its purpose. Depends what you're doing. Against zombies, I wouldn't be scared to use it if I'm in the room with them. If I'm trying to sneak up and pop, you don't want that light, to catch anybody's eyes and stuff. So that actually could be a homing beacon for others. If, say, the apocalyptic situation is not zombies, it's just roving bands of fucking crazy people, then you might want to hold off on using the laser sight. Now, an essential gun to have, firearm, is a shotgun. This is a very, very popular model. This is a Remington 870 Express Magnum. Remington 870s, I think, is the most produced shotgun on the planet. There's tons of accessories. I've got right now the wooden stock and pump. I want to get the synthetic one to lighten this up. This is a very heavy weapon. Let me double check. Alright. I'm not loaded. And it's very tall also. See? Right up under my pit of my arm. Got some good heft to it. This one here, the tube holds 3 shells. Let me show you a comparison of that. This is a 12 gauge model. That's as big as they go on the shotgun shells. Now here's your 40. Now here's the 12 gauge. Now what's in here is BBs, little BBs, and you can get them different sizes. You can get them like 8 or 9, which they get smaller as the number goes up, and then down to like a 4. I think that's buckshot. 4 to 6 is buckshot, and those are bigger. That's going to be a lot more damage. This is going to do a lot more pellets. Now with a shotgun, this is easy load. This is the Remington style. Easy to install, load. You just simply take one, push it in there. That's all it takes. You cock it. It takes the shell, puts it into the chamber, up into the barrel, take it off safety, fire. Now let me get this out of here. Let me pick that up in a second. Like I said, this holds 3 rounds, and then you can load one and put another. So you got one in the chamber and 3 4-shot. They do sell tube extenders, which can get me up to 10 rounds. Right now I'm looking for one. I just want to get a good deal on it. Then I got 10 rounds plus one in the chamber. That's 11. That more than doubles what I'm doing. So that's what I want next. Also with shotguns, for anyone that doesn't know, I didn't know this, inside they come with what's called a choke, and that is a removable tube piece that goes in the tube here. What it does is it screws in, and depending on the choke you get, when you fire, it can change how much your pattern spreads out. So if you have a full choke, It makes it smaller. Then you get a medium choke, and I guess they would call it a light choke, and it just lets the BBs, as they come out over a distance, how much they spread out. Now, you may have heard of what they call slugs for shotguns. A slug looks almost exactly the same. I think the coloring is different. I think they make them white, if I remember looking at them, so you know it's a slug. Now, if you load slugs into a shotgun, make sure that you take the choke out, because it will just blow the end of the barrel off, is what I've been told. So I don't have alternating shot and then slugs, because I have the choke in here. But if I wanted to put slugs in here, which is basically a bullet this size inside, and it's in what's called a it's got a plastic tube around it, and when it shoots, that falls away and lets the bullet go. I can't think of what it's called right now, I'm sorry. A sabot, like a sabot. I believe that's how they do them. So shotgun's awesome. This, you get some distance, you come into it. This is very, like I said, very long gun. But you can get distance and get in the range of the head, and the head's, you're gonna fuck it up. It's over. So at a minimum, you need a shotgun. Me personally, I would never get the over-under style. You got 2 shells. I don't want to shoot 2 shells and then have to break that thing open, load 2 more, cock it. That's not me. I don't like that. I know he used it in Zombieland. The kid did. Columbus, but I would find a pump action. They also make these. This is semi-auto, but you got a pump. So every time you pump, boom, boom. Now they also make semi-auto shotguns. You simply load them up, and then it's boom, 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 just like that. So that's another option. I wouldn't mind having one like that if I get another shotgun. That's probably what I'm going to get. So 22 will get the job done for our intentions, and the 22 bullet, they have been known. You go in, hit a rib, that thing will just bounce around. It might come out up here. Very dangerous round. You don't want to get shot with it. It looks small, but it can screw your insides up. 40, this versus say a 9mm. 9mm has a lot of penetrating power, and it will go through a target. But the 40, or the more popular 45, this has stopping power. It's the difference of getting hit, you know, like this, and getting hit like this. A lot of stopping power, push the target back, and then the shotgun, that's a lot of stopping power right there. I mean, that's killing right there. So that's a couple guns that I've got. You should look into it, even if you don't, you know, you're a liberal or something, or you're scared of guns. Don't be scared. Get a gun, take a handgun course, a hunting course, get familiar with it, go to your local gun range, you know, plug away at it, and it's that simple. You need one, you know. Yeah, ammo doesn't last forever, but while you have it and you need it, it's nice to have. So that's all I'll talk about on this, because I am not an expert. It's simply what I've got. And I thank you for joining me. I hope you found this useful and informative for anybody who hasn't had any experience with guns. And I'll see you again next time. Thank you.